Hello and welcome to our Instagram live event. My name is Paul Arsoff and I'm the founder of the Decentralized Web project. The topic of today is what roles can blockchain technology and artificial intelligence play in projects. Before starting of talking about the topic, let me tell you a little bit about our project. We are building a decentralized communication and advertising platform. When we are talking about decentralization, most of the times people think of blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies. I believe this is incorrect, this is wrong to claim that decentralization is driven by blockchain technology. Blockchain technology has lots of flaws and disadvantages, and it is too cumbersome to drive the actual decentralization. Blockchain technology can play a role just for creating a virtual value, but outside of this, there has to be another technology which actually does decentralization. So what we're doing in our project is we are building a decentralization engine which allows direct communication from user to user without going through a server. This is the actual essence of decentralization, the direct communication without going to a server. There are very few projects, and we are one of these very few, which are actually doing real and true decentralization. Most of the other projects, they're claiming decentralization, but like the decentralization they claim is done through blockchain technology, and it has lots of limitations, lots of flaws, and eventually people are going to realize that it is not going to work. So what we are offering is a working solution of decentralization, and so decentralization, it is like going to be a new and upcoming market which is going to provide alternative to current dominantly centralized internet. So if we take the examples of Facebook and Google, they have a single website and billions of users going to this single website. To break the monopoly of companies like Facebook and Google, there has to be decentralization, like people going to start using decentralized solutions which are going to provide alternative to the current centralized internet. Successful project depends on marketing, and we have been posting on multiple social networks. The list of social networks that we're posting is very, very long. It includes Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Reddit, and Discord. From this very, very long list, we're focusing on Twitter, Instagram, and Telegram. We're aiming to build a community, and we're aiming to attract people who become users. They can download software and then become part of our decentralized communication and advertising platform. So we are organizing weekly events just like this today, happening on Instagram on Sundays, but on Saturdays, yesterday, we had an event happening on this very same topic on Twitter Space. So you're welcome to come to our regular weekly events, which are happening on Saturdays on Twitter Space and Sundays on Instagram Live. Like in addition to these weekly events on Saturdays and Sundays, we have events happening on Thursdays, and 1 week we have a fascinating session which covers the topics of like crypto market sentiment, blockchain technology, cryptocurrencies, Web3, decentralization, central bank digital currencies, and etc. The following Thursday, we have a demo day event, and on this demo day event, we're demonstrating what we have in our software decentralization engine, and so what we have under development. One very exciting thing which we have under development is releasing the upcoming release of three-dimensional NFT objects. These three-dimensional NFT objects are like images which are going to be loaded by our software, and they're going to be animated. They're going to be moving. They're going to be also interactive, like people can click, for example, move them with the object, zoom in and out the object, and in addition to this, like these three-dimensional objects, they have a voice. They are going to be speaking to you, and also these three-dimensional objects, they recognize as well voice commands. For example, I can tell the three-dimensional object to stop moving, and it is going to stop moving. Then I can tell it to start moving, and then it is going to start moving again. I can tell it to move left, move right, move up or down, zoom in and out. I can tell it to rotate, and I can tell it to say their name. Every object, they have their own name, and each is like they can speak about certain topic. These three-dimensional objects, they have basic artificial intelligence, and this is actually very, very exciting thing which we have under development, and it is going to be released in the following weeks. As I said, like success of a project depends on marketing. We are aiming to build a community, and you're welcome to come to our website, which is decentralizedweb.org. It is all together, decentralized and web.org. On the bottom of every page, you can see the icons of the social network that we're posting on. You can click on one of these icons of the social networks, and then you can become a follower. You can see the events that we are organizing and the other things that we are posting. For example, we have a weekly poll, and on this weekly poll, people can go to a web page on our website, then select certain things, and after this, they can submit their selections and have a chance to win cryptocurrencies, like rewarding cryptocurrency. In addition to this, we have a bounty program, and let's say people, they download software, they become user, and they may encounter issues in the installation or the work of our project. They can report these issues on in our bounty program, which is the announcement of this bounty program is posted on our website. It is also posted on our social networks in announcement messages. But the bounty program is happening on this Discord. There is such channel in our Discord group, and people out there, they can report a bug, and then based on the severity of the bug, and if it's a new bug, they can get a reward as well. So that's about our announcement, our marketing. But let's come back to the topic of today, which is what roles can artificial intelligence and blockchain technology play in projects. Let's look first separately what is blockchain and what is artificial intelligence. Like the topic of our very first event, which happened only on Twitter Space, was what is a blockchain. In our this very first event, we did describe in detail what is actually blockchain and blockchain technology. Basically, blockchains are a network of nodes, and this network of nodes, they operate together, and they are creating and adding continuously blocks in the blockchain. Blocks are formed by transactions submitted by people, and people usually they have access to one or more of these nodes in the blockchain, and they can then post a transaction. Then the nodes in the blockchain, they collect all the recent transactions submitted, and after this they have to reach for agreement or consensus, and then the transactions which are posted, they're forming the new block, and the new block then is added and posted on the blockchain. Basically, blockchain, in addition to being a network of nodes, it's a database with continuous adding of blocks in this database. This database is mostly read-only, and people who did post transactions, they can see these transactions by searching from block number 1 to the most recent block for a specific network, a specific transaction which occurred on the blockchain network of nodes. Basically, this is the way blockchain operate. Their network of nodes, their database, and also they play a role of log of events, like posting of transactions which happened previously, and they were added in a block of the blockchain. As I describe blockchain technology, I can tell you that the technology has lots of issues, lots of problems, and one of the problems is this continuous adding of blocks. So even if there are no transactions posted, but the blockchain has still to add a block periodically. So periodically it continues growing in size and it becomes heavier and heavier burden to carry from a specific person. Like if a specific person wants to run a node of the network of nodes of the blockchain, they have to download the software of a node of a specific blockchain. Then they have to like start reading from block number one to the most recent block, and the size of successful blockchains is very significant. Um, this type of reading and synchronizing from block one to the most recent block can take hours, days, or weeks. Uh, and for non-successful blockchains, the size which has to be downloaded measures in hundreds of gigabytes. For example, the size of the current blockchain, Bitcoin blockchain, is probably about 500 gigabytes. The size of the Ethereum blockchain is probably a terabyte or more, and the sizes of other blockchains are very significant as well. So a person who like wants to download and run a node of one blockchain, have to download and then synchronize and carry maybe tens or hundreds of gigabytes for a single blockchain. If they want to download and carry another blockchain, they have to download and load separately other tens or hundreds of gigabytes as well. And if they want to have multiple blockchains, they have to accumulate and continuously download and run nodes like non-stop, like 24 hours a week, 364 days a year, continuously carry maybe terabytes of data and have a constant connection to internet. For a single user, this is not practical and like most likely impossible to carry, because single user, they have a laptop and they close the lid of this laptop, and then they have like disconnection. They're disconnecting from the internet connection. In the same way, like if they're having a mobile phone or tablet, that phone or tablet is powers off and it may lose the internet connection. So this is impractical with blockchain technology to be carried by like user's device, be it a laptop or phone or tablet. Basically, the blockchain nodes are carried by CPU instances placed on cloud devices, which could be Amazon Web Service, or it could be Google Cloud, or it could be Microsoft Azure, or it could be some of the other cloud providers like Alibaba. It could be like Yandex or some other big cloud providers. So like these are the disadvantages, and I did describe very briefly what is blockchain technology. But let's look at what is artificial intelligence, and like starting maybe last year, in November of 2022, we have the announcement of a company called OpenAI, which did announce commercial availability for people to access and use a chat GPT offer. Basically, in ChatGPT, people can type something like they can type a question or statement, and they can get a reply based on artificial intelligence model. This answer to a specific question or specific comment could be very short or it could be very, very long. Uh, Essentially, people have the capability of uh, asking something, providing detailed about what they're asking, and then they can get a whole article written by artificial intelligence, which looks like a human-like response. Lots of people, they get very, very excited about this, and I believe that there is going to be a coming flooding of offers based on models which were created by machine learning companies which are employing machine learning techniques. The current model of ChatGPT is based on reinforced learning with human feedback. Abbreviated, it's RLHF model. So I did read articles about ChatGPT, and in addition to people like being excited of this technology, like there are people who they're actual researcher in the field of machine learning and artificial intelligence, and like one of these specific articles, it posted very critical details of testing with ChatGPT and also with GPT model, which was the model which became the basis of ChatGPT. Basically, the GPT-3 model, it goes through a very large like loading consists of lots of text. The amount of text loaded and analyzed is maybe about 400 billion words which were loaded, and they became part of the large model of GPT-3. But with this large model, then GPT-3 decided to have parameters, and parameters are like separate words which were chosen, and as I described in one of our educational events, which were dealing in the topic of current state of artificial intelligence and path towards general artificial intelligence. This event, I did describe in detail the way like the current artificial intelligence offers they're working. But let's, if I state briefly what actually a large language model is doing is, as I said, they're loading text, and they're picking a specific word, and then they're analyzing what is the probability and what is the most likely next words next word coming after this first specific word. For example, we have a number of statements which altogether maybe 100 words. And in this 100 words, we have maybe about 30 unique words which were used in these 10 different sentences. And then we are picking one by one each one of these 30 words, and we are analyzing first what is the most probable word coming after the first word that we picked, and then we are analyzing what is the next word, word, and so on. And basically, we're building a list of these 30 words, and then based on the second words, which are coming after these first words, and the third words, and etc. And each of these lists, they carry a probability of what is the probability of the first word, the second word happening after the specific first word, and what is the probability of the third word. So like these are the ways artificial intelligence models, they're working. And as I said, like this artificial intelligence, they have specific limitations in their offer. Like a human who is asking a question of this artificial intelligence offers, they have most often a human-like looking response to this model, because like there was a human feedback, like real people giving real answers to questions, and then the language model, they are looking at the probability they collected, but then they're matching also with the human responses, and then they're doing basically humanized feedback to questions or statements posted as a request to large language models, just like ChatGPT offer. So far, I did describe separately the blockchain technology and the artificial intelligence offers, but let's look at what roles can both play in projects. Basically, the blockchain technology, I can say, is relatively simple, and so it has a role which it can play a role in creating a virtual value. Basically, people using blockchain technology, and people creating and running a specific blockchain, they create coins of a specific blockchain, and these coins they could be traded in centralized or decentralized exchanges. People who are related with blockchain projects, they can also deploy a smart contract and create a token which then can be traded in centralized or decentralized exchanges as well. So these coins created by blockchains and tokens created by projects related with blockchain technology, they can be used as mechanism for exchanging value in projects which connect with artificial intelligence. But if we're looking at the artificial intelligence projects, um, essentially they do not need blockchain technology, uh, and they can employ and use blockchain technology just because they want to have some way of monetizing what they have through the use of blockchain technology. But if you're looking at the uh, the most successful so far artificial intelligence offer and the most popular as well, if we're looking at ChatGPT, ChatGPT itself does not use blockchain technology, and they are monetizing through payments which are using credit cards or bank accounts, but um, they do not have or use cryptocurrency coins or tokens for payment of requests done to the project. So this is like um, one way artificial intelligence projects can operate. They can operate outside of offers done in blockchain technology, and they can operate independently. But recently, I have been reading lots of articles which are uh, telling, well, the five coins which could make you a billionaire or trillionaire, and come and buy a specific token or coin. And most of these projects, they are announcement of virtual value created through deploying a smart contract and creating a token, or running a blockchain which creates coins. And these projects claims a connection with artificial intelligence offer. So the connection could be very remote. For example, I did read about a project which is going to have a network of projects which are dealing with artificial intelligence, and this network it could use cryptocurrency uh, tokens as a payment mechanism between the projects. But what are these specific artificial intelligence projects? It is work in progress, and it is a matter to be created. like the project essentially it has a promise, and the artificial intelligence is not really related with blockchains, and it is using blockchain tokens as a payment mechanism. Um, like other projects, they have stronger connection with artificial intelligence, with having a specific artificial intelligence over in the project, and then this specific artificial intelligence software is running um, like uh, it deploy a smart contract, and it's having a token for the specific artificial intelligence offer. But this is just like using cryptocurrency tokens as a payment mechanism, and the role is essentially to sponsor the development of the project through selling of tokens and coins, and to have like in addition to payment mechanism, to have like when this specific artificial intelligence offer did release something, it could be used for payment of the services which this artificial intelligence offer is offering. Third type of announcements which I did read about is like announcing that they're just like accumulating a virtual value, and this virtual value is going to be used for paying for upcoming artificial intelligence offer projects. Basically, like this is one of these announcements was by a venture capital company, or a company which claims a venture capital offer, and like they had a very detailed like dividing of the which like tokenomics they are going to have in the projects. Like they had certain percentage allocated for the founders, certain percentage for developers, then they had certain percentage allocated for sale, and they had certain percentage of several additional tokens which they were paying for. But this specific coin, this specific token, they did not have yet artificial intelligence projects in their offer. They were doing essentially fundraising and saying like come and like come to our project and we can analyze what you are offering and maybe give you money for this. So basically offers of blockchain projects, and whether they're going to be successful or not, it's under question, and whether this offer they claim artificial intelligence connection, but do they have real connection? It is a question of research, and some of these projects they may end in rule, like some of these projects they may raise funds and they may disappear. So like there were lots of like tokens which they had big announcement, they had people excited, and then a few weeks after they would disappear. So like what I have been saying is like if people decide to like buy a specific token and coin, they have to look at the project, and if this project has some tangible and real, and if it's going to continue operating. In our own project, we have, as I mentioned, the upcoming NFT offer. This NFT offer is also going to have a basic artificial intelligence. It is going to be speaking, it is going to recognize voice commands, and it is going to provide answers to questions like questions or commands given to this three-dimensional object. So what we have is Joe, and like it is we have a connection with artificial intelligence, but there are lots of other projects. They have a claim, and we do not have tangible offers as well. They rely on like potential and future projects coming to their specific fundraising mechanism to have like development in the specific AI project, or to have a payment mechanism for some service released by a specific artificial intelligence project. So I did start this event, but like I didn't mention that if you have questions or comments, you can write these questions and comments in the chat section. But like I also realized that like we just today we had a change in the timing. Some countries they have changed from standard timing to daylight timing, and like I like to mention that I'm on Pacific time, and our timing did change from Pacific standard time to Pacific daylight time. So like currently it's change in 1 hour in the timing, and I suppose like some of the people did expect the event to come to to be starting later than it did start today. But I hope next week people are going to adjust and they're going to be coming at the right timing for the event. But if you did not come to this event, there is going to be a recording for this event, and you can listen and see what was said on this specific topic of what roles can artificial intelligence and blockchain technology play in projects. But like I did describe in detail separately blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, and potential roles they can play in each other's projects. I believe that artificial intelligence is future technology, and it is going to play a very big role in our lives. So as I said, with the release of GPT, we're going to see a flooding in content created by artificial intelligence, but with this flooding, I believe personally I started to recognize people which have been written by artificial intelligence, and with like lots of material coming based on artificial intelligence creation, we're going to see materials which are going to look very similar to each other, because they're written maybe by the same artificial intelligence engine like chat GPT. And with this very similar looking material, then we're going to go over very quickly and skip this one. And at some point, I think like we're going to start appreciating the actual human-like created content. We're going to original thinking and not something based on artificial intelligence thinking. Um, at some point, I believe we're going to have a renaissance of human thought because human thought has the capability of originality and like it has the capability of like analyzing, looking at lots of sources of information and combining these sources and creating something actually new, which could be appreciated by other humans. So that's my guess, but we are in the beginning of the flooding of content based on artificial intelligence. I believe artificial intelligence is going to play also a role in robotics, in creating of robots which they can move, they can become companions, humans in daily life, and at some point they're going to maybe having a shape of an android, like a human, like a machine, which also intelligence. That's happening, and that's going to be maybe the future, having artificial intelligence content and then having devices which employ artificial intelligence. With this artificial intelligence creation and development, there are fears that artificial intelligence could take over humankind, and they have been movies like Terminator, which depicts like fight between humanity and machines based on artificial intelligence. But I believe like we have to be careful in our creation and in like what we're programming in this artificial intelligence, so that it benefits us and it doesn't become threat to us. With this said, I'm going to very soon wrap up this event. Once again, my name is also the founder of the Decentralized discussion of functional objects. They have this voice and artificial intelligence. Like you can go this is and their tools, their other web and on top of every icons and join events like this, and also you can also become a user and become part of the platform that we are. As I mentioned, like we have regular events happening on Saturdays, Twitter Space, and Sundays on Instagram Live. I would like to the upcoming event, which is coming to Saturday on Twitter Space, Sunday on Instagram Live. And the topic of the event is the two models for central bank digital currencies implementation and the current state of central bank digital currencies. Basically, there are two like models which are used in creating of central bank digital currencies, and some of their own digital currencies. Some currencies that are working towards the release of central bank digital currencies. Most of these releases are based on one of these two models. This presentation, which is coming next Saturday. With that, I'm going to wrap up this event. Thank you for coming. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and